All right, guys, this is one of my favorite parts, and I think secretly it's because I always wanted to be a lawyer. I love a good debate, and we're going to do that right now. We are going to debate, debunk, cut through the noise, get through all of the myths, the objections, the obstacles that we face when transitioning to a plant-based lifestyle. Now, keeping it real, I literally have said each and every one of these points at some point in time in my journey, and it wasn't until I went back to school for my holistic nutrition certification that I had that aha, eye-opening moment. It was digging through the facts and seeing the studies and really understanding that this is truly the healthiest way to live. So let's get started. I got nothing. I don't know what that is. Number one, it costs too much. Oh, Nelly, let me tell you, if you go through this 3-day plant-based program, you can tell your fancy friends that for a cost of their specialty latte, you can feed yourself seven nutritious plant-based meals. That one doesn't fly. Number two, I can't eat just salad. I don't blame you. Who wants to eat just salad? That is an often misunderstood thing about a plant-based lifestyle. They hear the word plant and they just assume salad. That couldn't be further from the truth. A plant-based lifestyle is filled with different things like beans and nuts and seeds and fruit and vegetables and whole grains. Listen, a plant-based lifestyle is far from just eating salads. Number three, my kids won't eat it. Okay, listen, I get it. This is a tough one. I have 3 small children, and I understand that when you've got picky eaters or kids that just don't enjoy vegetables, it can be more of a difficult transition. That is not to say it should be an obstacle or get in your way of you transitioning to a plant-based lifestyle. After all, you are setting the example. Now, I've got a whole other course for this one, so stay tuned. But trust me when I say, if you lead by example and you slowly start picking away, keep reintroducing them to it. It takes about 15 times for them to actually kind of change their palate and be willing to accept things that they otherwise would have not. But I also have great ideas for kind of hiding vegetables in things like smoothies or sauces and soups. So again, check out my course that will be coming soon to help with this situation. Number 4, I can't cook. Listen, I was there at one point in time. I actually despised cooking. So I wanted to make this 3-day program as approachable and as easy as possible, whether you're a novice in the kitchen or an expert. Again, it walks you through step by step, and along with those video guides that are super helpful that you can actually see while you're cooking, sort of that over-shoulder approach again, where I'm right there with you helping you through it. Now, believe me, these recipes are easy. They come together in minutes, so don't let this be your stumbling block. 5, I don't have time to cook. I've got 18 kids. I got to go to the gym. I got work. Listen, again, this program is made for the busiest people in mind. I know that you don't have time to meal prep for 3 hours on Sunday, and that you can't take 45 minutes to get dinner on the table. Meal prep takes less than an hour. You're set up for the week. There is no stress, and the meals that you actually do cook, because of the preparation that you've already done, come together in minutes. Number 6, I have food allergies. Okay, well, the good news is we're taking dairy and eggs off the table right away, so you don't have to worry about those. The only ones that are occasionally in my recipes would be tree nuts and soy. Gluten, we don't do gluten. I don't do them in any of my recipes because of my daughter being diagnosed with celiac, as well as myself being extremely sensitive to it. So you won't find gluten in my recipes either. So again, tree nuts and soy, there are occasionally some in my recipes, but you could easily do without or just swap it out for another meal. And my favorite, and probably the toughest one for most people, is number 7, and the fact that it's just too overwhelming. Where in the world do I even start? What is a plant-based lifestyle? What does it mean? What do I need to give up? What am I allowed to have? Okay, calm down, take a deep breath. Because I was there, I get it. And that's the benefit of me putting this program together for you, is that you don't need to be overwhelmed. It is put out there on a silver platter for you. So take a step back, know that you are going to be in good hands, and this is just a simple 3-day program to get you started, to get your feet wet, and it'll just grow from there. That being said, if you have any questions or concerns, make sure to drop me a line and I will try to answer them just as soon as I can. And then quickly, I'm just going to go over a few of the most common myths when it comes to a plant-based lifestyle. Number 1, people think that we need cow's milk to get our calcium. Sorry, folks. Cows actually don't even have calcium in them. They get it from the grass that they eat. So it's sort of a byproduct, really. Listen, you can get all the calcium that you need if you're eating a plant-based diet that is rich in things like kale, broccoli, Brussels sprouts, all these things. You can get the calcium that you need, hear me now, from plants. Number 2, and I love this one because it is everywhere. We are under the assumption in the standard American diet that our bodies need a huge amount of protein. Again, you can get all the protein your body needs on a plant-based lifestyle. In my resource guide, you'll see I give a couple examples of how you can easily get the recommended daily allowance of protein that you need in just 2 plant-based meals. And number 3, guys, most people believe that they're just genetically predisposed to some of the top killers like heart disease, cancer, and type 2 diabetes. Now, I can't remember the author's name, but I'm going to quote him. Genetics loads the gun, but our diet pulls the trigger. It's actually proven now that 10 to 20% is really what the risk factor is when it comes to our genetics. Whereas 80 to 90% of what we put in our mouths on a day-to-day basis really is what is contributing to us having these horrible diseases. So I hope this helped you kind of be better informed and answer some of those objections and obstacles that you may be facing right now. Again, guys, I am confident that after this 3 days, you are going to be feeling fantastic and it is just all going to start making more sense to you. Again, if you have any questions or comments, make sure to drop me a line and I will answer them just as quickly as I can.